Hey, what's up, everybody? Nin Impact is out, and the game is bad. I'm trying to think of like another way to start this off. The game's not good. And I'm really upset because I really wanted this game to do well, and it feels like it's not going to. So let's talk about it. We've mentioned in previous games, we've played the demo, we've played a bunch of the game. I think the game is incredibly fun to play. I've hopped in, I've messed with like some of the new characters. I think they're a lot of fun. I think having a game like this that is a traditional like Air Dasher where you can, you know, sort of move around freely and you have all these different tools and you're vying for space and you're calling in assists, and it's all really fun. But the product that is here feels disrespectful is maybe like the only word that I can use to describe how I'm feeling at the moment. So let's just like talk about what's actually here. If we go to like the single player modes, you have arcade mode, cool, that's great. Heaven's Arena, Battle Olympia, Time Attack, and Combo Trial. This is one of the first things that really upsets me. If we click on Combo Trial, these are not combos that you can learn for the characters. No. These are, can you do a certain amount of damage while starting with this particular move? They're like damage threshold challenges, right? They aren't combo trials. It's not going to teach you anything. It's just like, can you do 400 damage? Cool. And that's it. That's really infuriating. What else do we have here? I played this Heaven's Arena mode. I'll just boot it up for a second because it says that you have to play through it to unlock the Battle Olympia mode. And I was like, I want to be an informed buyer. I want to like know what is what's going on. You see over on the right, I've made it up to floor 200. Took me like a little over half an hour, and then I misclicked on a button. My team died, and I lost all of my progress. And I'm just not interested in doing this again. Basically, you pick a team, you play against a CPU, and then at the end of that match, it, like any damage that your characters have taken, it saves. We'll just go ahead and do it. It saves any damage that your characters have taken, and then it progresses you to like the next 10 floors, right? It goes up by 10. So we're on floor 1, then it'll be 10, then it'll be 20, then it'll be 30, it'll be 40, right? But these CPUs are brain dead, easy to beat. There's like no, like they don't block, they hardly fight back. This is like a training dummy. And it stays this way for like the first 15 arcade trials. And then suddenly the CPU gets like kind of hard after that, and then it's over. But again, I lost mostly because I misclicked on a button and there was no like, are you sure you want to progress to the next level without healing everybody? It was just like, oh, cool. You're dead. Check this out. But anyway, this is a mode. You do combos, you get points, you progress up floors. Honestly, this is not content. This is like the CPU is not moving. Are you seeing this? Like that's what we're dealing with. So this is not really content. Considering I like lost half an hour trying to unlock this next mode, I'm not doing it. Time Attack, whatever. Who cares? The online is basically not functional. If you go to like online battle settings, you can, let's see, actually no, it's ranked match search settings. You're able to change some of your parameters. But from what I found, if you change your parameters off of this, seemingly like at all, even just to like select your region, or to say like, hey, just level 1 and above, communication speeds, you just won't find anybody anymore. You have to keep it open and you have to like filter it yourself. I don't even know what the GI region is. Maybe I'm an idiot. Does anybody know what that acronym stands for? the localization in this game is pretty horrible in general. Like ranked match results, rank and full results, rank only, and rank plus recent win ratio. I don't know what these things mean. And then the online is just really bad. Now, part of the issue is that rollback theoretically would not take to this kind of game very well. Basically, if you go back and you watch like a bunch of old GDCs from like the Killer Instinct people or what have you, a lot of devs talk about when they're implementing rollback netcode, yes, they have to make everything sort of deterministic, but they also have to take precautions with the with like the startup of certain moves. Sometimes you have to add startup frames, sometimes you have to make the startup more detailed, but you have to make it easier for people to see that a move is coming out, because with rollback you might have instances where like the first 2 or 3 startup frames of a move aren't even being rendered, and then the logic sort of sees like, oh, the opponent has pushed a button, and then it rolls into like an animation that they're already in the middle of, right? So because of that, you need to have those sort of like startup frames, and that's in my mind why Guilty Gear like has the sort of like platforms that you jump off of when you try to air dash, is to add like a little bit of a ability to react rather than just like IEDing and oh, suddenly Zap is like hitting me with an overhead, right? But in this game, since it is so traditional and since there is basically like no startup frames or anything like that, I've said it's kind of like if you just like took rollback and slapped it in Marvel 3 as it exists right now, Magneto's going to teleport. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's nothing, there's no like animated precautions to like make the rollback feel any better, right? The other side of this is that the rollback that is here is also just not very good. Like it's very inconsistent. It's hard to find matches. The like range that it'll let you work with is very, very short. It considers like a 70 ms connection like a 2-bar connection, right? And again, you can't really like filter by region very well. So we're kind of just cooked. Why is it lagging right there? There's nothing going on. Like the game is fun. Obviously it's bullshit, but it's fun to play. I'm gonna back out because I want to continue talking about the product that the game is, but like if we go to story mode is just it's just like scenes from the show, but there's no voices. It's just JPEGs of stills from the show. Like, if I skip this, what even happens? I haven't seen this yet. That was it? Okay, so down here there's actual stuff. I'm not gonna click on the one that says tutorial. Alright. Let's skip this. And then it's a fight. All right. Is there anything else? Okay. What happens if we go forward? Is that it? There's no chat. Oh, I took damage from that. Oh, God. Wow, that's really bad. The fuck, what else is there to even talk about? If I go to collections, do I remember correctly? If I go to profile, you can change your title, and you can change your icon, which is like the character that's over there. I need to be that guy for sure. But you can't like change the plate itself. Like you just have the bronze nin impact for everyone all the time. That feels really bad. Unless this is something different. No. These are just GI cards that were not translated. Oh, there's text here! Alright, that's my fault. I'll be a little bit nicer. That's a sick card. Look at the chameleon cat, dude. Alright. Well, those exist. Voice gallery? So there's like some fake content down here. But there's just... There's nothing here. There's nothing here. That, like... As like a fighting game player, I don't even really care about all of these tertiary things. But like, I can't recommend this game to anybody. If you're like a regular fighting game player and you only care about like training mode and online, the online doesn't work properly. So you can't find matches very well. And the training mode is like functional, but the translations on the menus are so asinine that like I can't understand what some of the options are half the time. In terms of like modes for like let's say you're just a Hunter x Hunter fan or just a casual fighting game player, I can recommend this game to you either because there's nothing here that is content. There's arcade mode with perma health, a third arcade mode you unlock, time trial, and not combo trials. So what the fuck are you gonna do? The story is a bunch of JPEGs and then a single CPU fight. Who is this for? And the problem is that like the reason why I said at the beginning that this is like insulting in a way is that there just feels like such a massive disconnect between the amount of effort that it feels like is being put into this product and the amount of effort that it takes a human to acquire $60 to purchase the game. Like the marketing run up to this game was basically non-existent. We got like a bunch of like character trailers and that was about it. Basically radio silence. This is the strangest part to me. The team is like committed to a full year of DLC because they have the Neferpito and then, you know, the 3 other characters that are supposed to come out after that. But the game is DOA right now. Like, we need hot fixes to it at the very least. Patch the online and get it functional. And then frankly, because you botched a launch, there's going to be so few people playing. Like, think about how many people were going to buy this game just because they wanted like a Marvel 3 type thing. And they want to roll back netcode and maybe they like Hunter x Hunter or whatever. But now because of this rollout, they're seeing that like nobody is able to play the game and they're just not going to buy it anymore. Right? That's like another downside of having this deluxe edition 2 days early access. Oh, now people know that they don't have to buy the game at all. I don't know. I think it is going to take a tremendous amount of effort for this game to sustain a player base. And that makes me incredibly sad. I was really looking forward to this. I'm still going to be playing it, and I have a buddy who is going to be getting the game tomorrow. And we're probably still going to be grinding it. Hopefully we'll still have decent connections to one another. But man, y'all botched this. This is really bad. I want this game to do well. I cannot in good faith recommend that you buy it. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.